Hello everybody, welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies. Today we're going to do a review over the First Order Stormtrooper Squad Leader. I just did a review on this guy a second ago, but I dropped the camera, knocked the camera over, and I just opened it, so I'm going to have to do it all over again. So here's his little bio. First Order Stormtrooper Squad Leader. Equipped with sleek armor and powerful weapons, the Stormtroopers enforce the will of the First Order. Here's the other two. There's the whole wave right there. Kylo Ren unmasked, a Stormtrooper, and 9 There's his date code 60251. It means this was stamped on January 25th, 2016. The one means it's a first production, basically. And all it really has in here is just like a little instruction manual for the build a weapon. Nothing real. Okay, let's see. I almost knocked the camera over again. So there's Kylo Ren's weapon. There's the Stormtroopers. There's 9 Here's what it looks like when it's put together, which looks like crab legs, like a robotic launcher type thing. Kind of crazy looking. Combine accessories from these three figures, each sold separately. And there it is again. Now, the good thing is, I guess, see if you read that, it says, do not aim or shoot at eyes or face of people or animals. Use only the projectiles designed for this product. Do not modify projectiles or projectile blaster. So that means this thing shoots, I guess, the one that comes to Kylo Ren. I do have all 3 of these figures, but this is the second of the 3rd that I've actually opened. I do have I've already done a review over 9 but that was on the memory card that got destroyed, so I will have to do that again some other time. When I do get all 3 of these open, I will also do a review over the whole wave with those build weapons. Okay, so as far as the Stormtrooper goes, this is just a straight repack of the original. Technically this is what you would call the 5th assortment from Force Awakens, but some people call it Wave 4 because the 3rd assortment was just a assortment of the first 2 different assortments combined into one assortment. If that makes any sense. So they did basically a whole repack assortment. So where there's just 1 of each figure, all 12 of them all at once, instead of 2 of each when there were 6 in each different assortment. So as far as the Stormtrooper goes, it's got a little bit of paint issues on the helmet. And it's got a little bit of extra paint right there. It's got a little extra paint there. And for some reason it's black right there under that little canister when it shouldn't be. Now I've already, like I said, just did a review of this, but you can take the head off relatively easy, but I'll show you real quick, I guess, but that's how I knocked over the camera because I made the table fall. This does not come off. It looks kind of like it does, but it's really tight around the waist right here, so it does not actually come off, and it's all one piece. But normally the pauldrons are just a separate piece that go around the neck or whatever, but this is all one piece. And so I've actually seen a guy, and I've seen online, he said you had to like snip it somewhere, cut it somewhere, and then you could just glue it back together. If you wanted to take it off and put it on, say, like a super articulated version of this, like the Walmart exclusive with all, the bendable knees and all that kind of stuff. But this one only has 5 points of articulation. It only has, the moving legs, and it's got the arms and the head. So that's it as far as articulation goes. Now, if you're wondering if he can actually hold this gigantic build-a-weapon that he comes with, yes, he can hold it in both hands in two different ways. You can either hold it by this, handle thing back here, which I think is more for the build-a-weapon part. And yes, you can actually, as long as you, like that, as long as you don't expect him to hold that thing upright, in a shooting position, as long as he's holding it down, he'll stand up. But that's the only way. So he will hold it in both hands, and he will hold it with the regular gun part as well. You could put, say, like I don't know, like a bunker or something, and, put him behind something and pretend like he's shooting over like a little bunker or something. If you're making a diorama, or a couple of books or whatever you want. But that'd be the only way to keep it where he could hold it upright while he's standing up. His regular blaster is the same that comes with all the other first order stormtroopers, and it does attach to that little slot like if it was like a holster, and so that's pretty cool because you can keep all his weapons with him, or you can keep his weapon with him without, while you're displaying it. If you want to put something else in his hand, I would like the baton version of this. I don't have the baton version of this, the one that fights Finn in The Force Awakens, where he comes with a shield and a baton. That'd be cool. And I think he has this too. So there is another version of this, but that comes in like a multi-pack, like a Toys R Us exclusive multi-pack. And there's also another thing. I think there's a second exclusive version of it too. I'm not sure what it is though. This is very flexible rubber, very flimsy, especially right here. A little paint issue there. There's a lot of paint issues on Stormtroopers for some reason. Quality control on Hasbro's Stormtroopers of any size is pretty mediocre at best. Yeah, but he's got, I'll give you a little detailed look of his pack or whatever you call it. Ammo gear, combat gear. So that's the only difference between him and the other ones. I did look at him a minute ago. It seemed like his head was a little bit bigger. I'm not sure why, but that might just be because of all this stuff around him. It kind of gives you the optical illusion. It's not. I don't think it's intended to be. So, as far as the figure itself, like I said in the other version, the Stormtrooper itself, as far as the sculpting and details, for the most part, it's pretty, it's 100% spot on. It's perfect. But, the paint issues, if the paint issues weren't there, then it'd be like a perfect figure as far as 5 points of articulation goes. And this one comes with a little bit of extra stuff. I wish this came off. That would be very beneficial. And, you could use it for other things too if you wanted. I think they should have at least gave us that option. Put like a little peg there where these plug in, or I don't know, some kind of way of taking it off. But for some reason they didn't. Maybe the exclusive version is slightly different. I doubt it, but maybe we could hope. But that's pretty much it for Mr. Squad Leader here. Now the paint problems, like this right here, the paint is broken up. You could actually get like a like a Sharpie, and you could correct that. You could probably correct. I don't know. That's pretty thin. You might be able to mark out that white in there. The only problem you would have really if you needed to redo them is maybe you'd have to have some white paint to get in there, and um, I don't know if you could get that off. Figure out a way to nail polish remover probably get that off. Um, yeah, but as far as he goes, it's pretty cool. He doesn't have voice articulation, even though they look like they do. But I wish they did. It would be a gigantic improvement, and it's only 1 point of articulation extra. I really think Hasbro cheaped out by not doing that because the power of the Force in 1995 on, these have all had at least 6 points of articulation. So it just doesn't make any sense that they don't. They did it on Darth Vader on the Rogue One figure, but yeah. So when I get Kylo Ren opened up and get out the 9 Gnome that I got stored away, I'll do a complete review over the entire wave with the Build-A-Weapon. 3 parts of the Build-A-Weapon and put it together and show you what it looks like. So, for now, that's it. And I'll be doing some more reviews for you Kylo Ren fans. I do have another Kylo Ren sitting right here. This is the second version, not the unmasked version. And yes, this is the one that came out like November 2015, the second wave. It's just as far as I know, not 100% sure. I think he's just a repack of the first one. But that lightsaber might be a little different because of the first version, or at least on the Black Series, had the. I'm not sure. We'll get to that eventually. But for now, I will see you next time.